I did have a scare though one time.
What kind of scare?
I thought that I was gonna be a father.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you excited?
I was excited, but then come to find out it was like she was talking to someone else too, and someone else.
Ooh.
I was like, oh.
On
Okay.
some Maurice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Maurice Robertson II. I'm 29 years old. I haven't been on a date in a long time, so just stepping out on faith, possibly going in with an open mind, maybe a second date.
I am hoping to meet somebody fun and just have a good time.
I'm really big on personality. So like that first click with personality would really make it awesome for me.
We had a lot of things in common and it kind of flowed naturally.
Good energy, good looks as well. Somewhat alike, some differences, willing to learn from each other, all of that.
If it was like awkward, like struggling to find things to talk about and like we're just both ready to go.
Bad energy, no connections, no similarities, I feel.
I'm very nervous.
I'm ready.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Maurice, nice to meet you.
Anika, nice to meet you.
Beautiful name, beautiful name.
Thank you.
So, where are you from originally?
New York.
New York?
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh, okay.
What part of New York?
I grew up in Long Island, but I lived in Harlem before I moved here.
What streets? My aunt lives in Harlem.
Oh, really?
118th and 5th.
Oh, 114th and Frederick Douglass.
Okay,
Yeah.
Up the street. Would you like some champagne?
Sure. How long have you been in LA?
7 years in January, May 7 years.
Oh, nice.
How long you been out here?
For 2 years.
2 years?
June, May 2.
So you're still getting acclimated?
Yes, it was a pandemic move, so.
Okay. Step out on faith, I like that.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so cheers.
Cheers. What are you cheersing to?
New beginnings, new connections.
It's a good one.
Manifesting whatever we pray for. Right?
Yeah, it's good. Okay. This is cute.
Yes. What qualities do you want your ideal partner to have?
Ooh, I guess like the basics, like honest, trustworthy. I like somebody who's resourceful. Like my parents are immigrants and came from Jamaica, and anything that was needed, they got done. So I really look for that in a partner because it's kind of what I would do. So.
Your parents still together?
No. Mm-hmm. Yours?
Mine have been married for 33 years now.
Oh, wow.
So I came from a big house of love, I will say.
That's amazing. Is it my turn to ask a question? Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go.
Paragraph.
Right? Okay. What are your thoughts on infidelity? Have you ever cheated? If so, what did you learn from that?
I've never cheated. My thoughts on infidelity, I feel that everything can be fixed. But at the same time, if you feel the need that you have to step out, then you might as well go and end it. You know, because obviously I'm not doing what I need to do for you, and you're not happy. So I'd rather you be happy than break my heart and step out. So.
Well, that's fair.
What's your thoughts on it?
I feel a similar way. Like, I think relationships are all about communication. So if it's like, if you're starting to feel that way, like it should be a talk first, and at least give the person a chance.
Right.
I feel like that is just making a decision. Like if you're in a partnership, you've chosen to consider somebody else, and you're making a choice to not. So it's more about like the disrespect than anything else.
What are you willing to compromise on?
That is a good question.
I'm glad you got that question.
What am I willing to compromise on? I'm the type of person, like, if I know a reasoning behind something and it makes sense, I'm for it.
Okay.
But if it's like just because, or it's like, I don't know, I was like, I'll make my own decision.
Yeah.
So I kind of need to know what I'm compromising on
Exactly.
and why.
And there's a solution behind the compromise too.
How so?
if I compromise on something, I need to know that me compromising on that was somewhat. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Maybe it sounds selfish.
Say it.
What am I gaining from this compromise? In the long run. Yeah.
Okay, all these long ones. Okay. What does your dream wedding look like? What does your dream marriage look like?
Dream wedding. I would say destination wedding. Don't know necessarily where. Dream marriage. Something like in comparison to my parents, because I feel like witnessing them like growing up into now, I feel like every day they fall in love with each other each day. So that's something like my dream marriage would be like.
Yeah.
They're still learning each other. They're still taking adventures and doing things that they wanted to do. So they just got their first tattoos this year. So.
Oh my gosh, what is it of?
Well, they got their names. So my mom got my dad's name.
On each other?
Yeah.
That's like the only time to get
Right.
somebody's name.
My mom was basically like, it took 33 years. So
Yeah.
she know. Yeah. But,
Smart girl.
Look at matching tattoos.
That's so cute.
But yeah, I think that would be my dream marriage, something like that. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. I like people with a lot of ambition and somebody's like committed to being the best versions of themselves. So someone who's like not wanting to grow or change, like that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really big on evolving and changing every other day. You don't want to be the same person you was yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah. Willing to learn, willing to teach me, or trying to learn how I like to love too is a big thing. What would you say your love language is?
I'd say acts of service and receiving gifts.
Okay, acts of service. Yeah, acts of service here too, and quality time. So,
Okay, that's a good one too.
yeah. Sometimes physical touch, but yeah.
You like your space?
Yeah, sometimes you need a little, reset, regroup.
Yeah.
Stay over there on the side of the corner, on the side of the house. So, yeah. Do you see yourself having children?
I do.
How many?
I say like 2 and a oops.
A boy and a girl, or 2 girls?
That would be nice, like a boy and a girl. That's like me and my brother. It was like a boy and a girl for a while. Yeah.
I've probably seen the same thing.
Do you travel often?
I do. Yeah.
For work, for fun?
Work, leisure, family things, stuff like that. You got a passport?
I do.
Okay. What was your last overseas trip you went to?
I went to Mexico. No, I went to Bahamas.
Bahamas?
Yeah.
Okay. Cruise or was it?
I went to just like a hotel stays for my birthday last year.
Okay. You're a Virgo? What?
Libra.
Libra.
Oh, you're close.
Yeah.
You're close.
You are September Libra?
October.
Okay. October what?
7th.
Okay. That's crazy.
Why?
My parents' anniversary is October 6th.
Oh, get out of
Yeah.
here.
So
And your birthday?
September 1st.
Oh, you're Virgo.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get Virgo energy though, a little bit. Look, she's. How would you feel about dating someone who has already had children, or would you treat them like your own?
That's a good question. I always said like I would never date anyone with children.
Same.
But like my ex had 2 kids, but it was a little different because they were like grown, like 21 and 18. So, they're not children, so it's not like
Right.
you have to care for them in that way.
Sometimes you gotta like walk on eggshells with them being older too, because with accepting you coming into the life.
Yeah, you don't want to intrude or step on
Right.
anything. But I was open to it. But now, after that relationship, I don't want somebody with kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, but if it happened, I would treat them as my own. Like at the end of the day, if you love that person, it's natural to love their
You're
children.
taking on everything they bring with you.
Yeah, that's the part.
Yeah.
Signing up for more than I bargained for.
Well, exactly. I've never dated someone with kids. That's crazy. I guess I got lucky.
Like on purpose, like or
It just never happened for them to, have kids. I did have a scare though one time.
What kind of scare?
I thought that I was gonna be a father.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you excited?
I was excited, but then come to find out it was like she was talking to someone else too, and someone else.
Ooh.
I was like, oh.
On some Maurice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So But nah, I feel that I would most definitely treat them like my own, because kids need love more than anything.
That part.
Especially in this day and age and everything.
Yeah.
And we've all been there too, fighting with acceptance throughout, not just with, being young, but color, Yeah. I think one thing that I really noticed throughout life is that I didn't know how blessed I was to like still be in the same household with parents still together until I got older.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm about to celebrate my parents' anniversary. And people were like, oh, they still together? I'm like, is that normal? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like unfortunately it kind of is.
Yeah. We gotta change that.
I think so. I think the more you know yourself, the better partner you can pick.
Yeah.
So it all boils down to loving yourself. How important is it for you to make your partner feel as if they have a voice in your relationship?
That should be the number one factor. The priority is hearing each other. Communication, like you said earlier. Communication is key in relationships. If we can't talk, why are we together? I don't want to come home and then be tiptoeing around about a hard situation or a hard conversation I've been trying to have with you,
Yeah.
That's not peace.
Oh, peace is so important.
Peace, yeah.
I feel like a big part of why I'm single is because I value my peace. And it's like, some people just want to be in a relationship, like a Jamaican saying, like, just want a piece of man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just want to say you have a man, but
The thought of it, yeah.
yeah, adding to your life, are you helping each other?
Yeah.
So.
That's big too. I feel like that's one reason why I'm not in a relationship as well. When's the last time you was in a relationship, like a real serious, like what year?
2018.
20, same. How long was it?
It was like on and off for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't on and off. It was like 3 or 4 years.
That's a long time.
But it was long distance, so.
Oh, that's
yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah, I feel like most of my serious relationships are long distance for some reason.
Oh, is it because like army, like moving around, or?
No, it's just I've just never really had someone in the same city. It's just weird. It always worked out that way. Always.
Okay, what are your thoughts on marriage? When do you want to get married?
When the time is right. I feel like in my mind, I have this thing where I at least want to date 2 to 3 years. I don't want to rush it because I feel like most people, they just want the wedding and they don't care about the marriage. So I want the marriage, you know what I'm saying? Probably in the next 5 or 6 years maybe, I feel myself getting married and settling down with the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel similarly about the time frame, and I also want to be with somebody like 2 or 3 years. I think like time is on your side when it comes to that. I don't want to rush, and you need to know all facets of a person.
Exactly.
You need to learn their family, and make sure that this is what you want, what you
Are
both
you
want.
family oriented? Do you talk to your family? What's your relationship? Like stuff like that too. That's the simple keys for me.
Yeah.
How do you talk amongst each other too? Is it respect? Is respect the foundation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that don't really respect their mother and father right now. Where do you see yourself getting married?
Where?
When?
When once I meet the right person.
Dating in LA is very challenging, I will say. It's very challenging. Getting around, talking to someone that your friends haven't, trying to talk to, or,
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just, social media makes it so hard for that. But, yeah, I would say it's very challenging. I think sometimes I give myself that 2 week. I don't know if you did 2 week trial with people you talk to.
Wait, what's a 2 week
A
trial?
2 week trial is when you just like you go on with the flow. They end up messing up. You see something you don't like, and it's like, all right, this is this ain't working like I thought it would.
You're probably a little more lenient than me. I was like two-day trial.
Well, 2 days. If you see somebody,
I'm just easily like I know myself. I know what's gonna work, what's not gonna
Yeah.
work, and it's just like no need to waste time. Like,
I would ask you this question: have you ever ghosted someone?
have I ever ghosted someone? I'm sure I have. I'm sure that I have. But I try to make it a point to like especially if we build a rapport, be like, hey, I don't, whatever reason, no chemistry, whatever.
How would you handle a rough patch in your relationship like this?
So I've seen like my mom and dad go through ups and downs financially, just in general. And they always kind of had each other to lean on. Coming from a Jamaican household, that you have 2 or 3 jobs, so there's no thing as losing a job. Like, you have other things going on and resources and things that you could do. So, you know, I would be supportive if the person is genuinely trying. But if it's just like you've just given up,
you sitting around the house.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
And maybe for a time, you know, we all go through it. But if they're choosing that,
you're choosing to be depressed.
Yeah.
There's so many jobs out there that you can probably get laid off right now and then work tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're in a different time where it's just like people are working for themselves more. They have multiple skills that they can lean on. You know, you don't necessarily have to go create your own business if that's not your thing, but there's so many. Like, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket anyway.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
It's all about support too. You never want to kick your partner down when they're down.
No,
Especially not with a job like that.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's
not being a good partner.
It go back to the vows, you know what I'm saying?
How important is it for you to have a pro-Black partner?
Very important, because I came from a predominantly white school all the way through grade school. We're still trying to solve these issues in the world. What not better to have a partner that's pro-Black, trying to fix these issues that we have. It's constantly history repeating itself. I feel like there will be more. It's important right now to have that versus not having someone who's involved in the community and bettering our community. What about you?
To me, it's extremely important. Like, my dad always like educated us outside of school on Black things. Like, we would go to school and be like, no, that's not right, you know, and we knew for ourselves.
Right.
So to have a partner that is on the same page like that and is able to instill that in our children is like extremely important.
And even back then, we weren't aware of like the microaggressions as we are now.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like, yeah, it's just so exhausting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. And like, to me, I think it's easier to have someone who just understands. You don't have to explain it to them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they get it.
Yeah. Can you imagine like explaining Juneteenth to a
No, I don't want to. It's not my job. There's Google.
Right. Why are you not celebrating the 4th of July this year? Because we're not.
Because we're just not.
Yeah. So. Would you relocate your family if it would benefit your partner's career goals? What if it was a random town in the middle of nowhere and you were the only Black family? I think that's that compromise again.
Yeah, it definitely is. I grew up like in a town like that, but it was a special town because it was a white neighborhood, but a lot of like first generation immigrants moved in, so it got increasingly like more Black, more Caribbean, and it was just like you could see the town change over the years. But it's exhausting to just be in a place that is just so not for you. It doesn't cater to you. It doesn't speak to you. Like, that would be a hard choice for me. And like, I'm a city person, so to be in a town where there's limited opportunity, no culture, no access, that would be like soul crushing for me. Yeah.
And then the other side is you don't want your partner resenting you for not giving them the, you know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Then the family, they the only Black family, who they gonna relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be holding them back in the education system, you know.
Just the racism and all that.
It's a lot to consider. Well, my thing is like, what do you? Why is it in a small town where you can't find in like New York or LA? Like, let's just keep looking.
I would consider relocating, but we would really have to have some kind of plan.
Like a hard out.
Something for the kids. Like you need Black people. Like you need that community around, especially right now. This was fun. I really enjoyed getting connected with you and get to know you. So,
same.
Should we cheers?
Sure. Cheers.
Cheers. What was your favorite part of this?
I think the questions are really good. Those prompts, like,
yeah.
get to dive deeper. Like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
So that was nice. I feel like I know more about you, your family, your values. I feel like that's what a first date should be.
Exactly. Not just surface level.
Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite part?
I think we have a lot of similarities for sure. Like you were saying, your values, core values, and what you believe in, what you don't believe in. So there was a lot of similarities. Good connection.
Great. So when I first saw him, I was like, oh, okay, he's attractive and he has a full hairline, which I appreciate.
She was really pretty. Good skin, good personality. Yeah, she was really pretty.
I think it went well. We had a lot in common and it was easy to talk to.
I think it went okay. She showed her personality. She showed her core values. Like I said, we have a lot of similarities. Both family oriented, care about family a lot, have goals, and willing to learn when we're in a relationship, and basically very loyal.
Yeah, we had a lot in common and I would be interested in dating him.
I can see myself going on a date with her. She showed a lot of personality. I like personality. She likes to laugh. I like to laugh as well. So I could see something in the future.
Yes, I am open to a second date.
How's it going, y'all? What's up? I'm Maurice Robertson II. Shout out to Black Love Exists, Dating with Intention.
My name is Anika Stewart. Shout out to Black Love Exists and Dating with Intention.